Hey there, I'm Phil,
And I'm Ash.
and welcome to our channel, where you'll learn to captivate, influence, and unleash your most confident self wherever you are.
Today, we're going to be talking about how to structure your pitch or presentation in such a way that you will attract high-paying clients or investors or anyone else that you're trying to grab the attention of.
And we do this using the CTQR method, okay? And that stands for context, trigger, question, and response. Okay, so you can use this model to structure any presentation or pitch or even an elevator pitch, but an elevator pitch is usually much shorter. But use this model or this framework to structure your presentations to make sure that the people who are listening are getting all the information they need to understand the solution that you are presenting to them.
And before we dive straight in, we want to let you know that we will be using our own example to teach you how to structure this whole CTQR model. So we're having a running example on the side. So let's dive straight in. The first one is context. And this is effectively on two levels. The first one is the purpose of why you're there, or why has everybody gathered there? What's your presentation about? What's your pitch about? Set that scene. The next one is one level up, and this is the context wider than you. So what's the market looking like? What's the world context looking like? What is happening around you that's brought all of this into being where it is right now? So you need to really be able to articulate the scene by using the relevant information for the people that you've got in the room. Make sure that it's relevant though, and it's not too much information, because while you might love your life story, it might not be very relevant to the presentation. Equally, you don't want to go straight to the point, so you just want to set the scene a little bit nicely in a fine balance. And the example we've got of our own situation is that, in the last year and a half or so, most of us have been pretty much in lockdown. And that has meant that there's been a huge influx of people who have realized they don't really like their 9 to 5 and instead have a lot of ideas that they potentially want to explore, where they're figuring out what their next step is, what they want to do instead of their 9 to 5.
And the next section is trigger. And this boils down to what is the pain point that you are trying to solve. In our example, it is that aspiring entrepreneurs, they want to leave their 9 to 5s, they have lots of ideas coming through their minds, but they don't know where to start. Okay, so there needs to be a solution out there for this problem, for this pain point. Okay, and that's exactly it. You've identified a pain point and you think to yourself, right, there's got to be a solution to it. That is what the trigger is.
And once you've made that nice and specific and nice and clear, the next step is to go on to the question. So how do you frame this problem into a question that you want to solve? Because this is going to be the thing that's going to get people's attention and get them interested into hearing your next step, which is going to be the solutions. So how do you frame this in such a way that you grab people's attention? In our case, we've now realized that there's a lot of people who want to leave their 9 to 5 and don't know where to start. And that's their problem. They want to potentially start their own businesses, but don't know where to start. So the question for us is, how can we use our expertise, experience, and resources available to us to make sure we can help these early stage entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs achieve this result of potentially starting their own business? So to find their ideas, to clarify it, and then articulate their message to make sure they can attract the people they want to work with.
Exactly. And that leads us on to the final section, which is the solution. This is the punchline, the big kind of culmination, the whole presentation leads to this final point. Okay, the investors listening, the customers listening, they're sitting on the edge of their seats waiting for the solution that you're about to present to them. Okay, so the context, the problem statement, the question, all of these sections are just framing the leading up to the solution. And this is where you present exactly what your offer is. So in our situation, we have created a coaching program that helps early stage or kind of aspiring entrepreneurs find, clarify, and articulate their business idea, and gives them the confidence to take massive action and turn their idea into a profitable business.
So by now, you have learned the CTQR model of structuring your pitch or presentation to attract high-paying clients or investors. And that is a recap, stands for context, trigger, question, and response. So you want to set the scene very quickly in just a few minutes, and then go on to presenting your question that you're going to start solving. So the solution should take up a lot of the time where you're presenting all the details that you want to get across.
Exactly. So give this model a go in your next presentation or your pitch, or even just in your own spare time, right? If you've got a business idea and you're trying to work out how to structure it or how to explain it to someone, try using the CTQR method and comment below. Let us know how you got on, or if you have any other ways you think would be a better way of structuring it. We're really open to new ideas, so make sure you comment below. And if you like this sort of content and you want to hear more about how to kind of find, articulate, clarify your business ideas and how to communicate it and how to get more confident to kind of chase your dreams and chase those business ideas, then subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
See ya.